Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again, and today's, Diecast review is going to be on the 2021 Martin Truex Jr. Auto Owners Toyota Camry, one of the coolest paint schemes for the Joe Gibbs Racing Camp this season. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get it out of the box. Alrighty folks, check out this brand new diecast here, and the first thing that I noticed with this car, fellas, is the beautiful matte texture on this diecast. Very, very sharp. I love seeing that gloss clear coat over, of course, the windows and how shiny it is, but then you go over the nose of the car, the roof, and it's got that very nice satin sheen to it. So let's go to the front end of this car. Now, this is a unique paint scheme. Just about each year, the auto owner's car changes a little bit, but I would say for 2021 might be the biggest difference of the Joe Gibbs Racing stint for Truex. So you got the giant A right there on the nose of the car, and I love this transition. How one side of it has a soft kind of a baby blue gradient. On the other side has like extremely dark blue or a dark gray. Nonetheless, very, very sharp design. So let's go over here to the front end of the car. Of course, you have the Sherry Strong logo right there. Toyota Camry, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Love the textured matte style finishes. Got the 30th anniversary for Joe Gibbs Racing, K&N, and of course, Sunoco. Got the 19 right there as well. Let's go over to the left side of this diecast here, guys. This is a beautiful, beautiful car here. One of my favorite Truex paint schemes of the season. But is it better than the DeWalt car? Probably not, but that's just my honest opinion. But one of my favorite things about the Truex stuff is the signature. I love how he actually uses his signature on his race cars instead of just a normal, font or whatever most drivers use. So you got some extremely small logos on the B post. That'd be Toyota, Auto Owners, Cessna, something else, and I think Joe Gibbs Racing. Autos Owners Insurance there, Bass Pro Shops, American Ethanol, bunch of tiny contingencies down here, got the number 19. The pattern on this car is very cool. So, like I mentioned, one side of the car's got that baby blue to it, the other side has a very dark charcoal or extremely dark blue, right? But you kind of have like this stripe gradient that's very modern and simplistic. I really like that, guys. Let's get the Goodyear decal there. Cup Series race car and the Racers decal is once again. Got the number 19 as we touched on. You got the, Doosan, Mac Tools, Mobile One, Simeon's Interstate Batteries. Why can't we get an Interstate Batteries car? That'd be great for the 19 piece. Lincoln Welders, and of course, Sherwin-Williams. Let's go over to the back end of this car here, guys. So you got the Toyota Camry badge. Something just looks a little bit off here. Simple human sense. Interesting slogan there. Got the Toyota logo. I just feel like the whole back end of this car is just slightly off. I don't know why, but that's just my honest opinion. Got the 19 right there. Got the giant A letter there. Got XSE. Of course, this car is probably still in stock over there at Circle B Diecast, so if you want to pick up this car, make sure you use my promo code, fellas, down below. Any orders $20 or more, use the code Diecastbuffet, and you will get free shipping, fellas. So make sure to check that out. Help you save a crap load during the holiday season. But I just love this paint scheme, guys. I mean, look how beautiful it is. I love the baby blue. I love the little... I'm glad they didn't do a smooth transition. Something about having these small little stripes, so to speak, to separate both of the darker and brighter colors just really looks nice, honestly. And to go to the top of the car, and the whole top is just nothing but that beautiful baby blue. Just freaking love it, man. It's not like a petty blue. It is just a true soft powder blue. The middle of the 19 is all white, so you have a thin blue stripe around it. Then you have a black outlining. Then of course, you have the rest of the top of the car there. Very, very sharp. There's a little bit of a crease right here. A little bit of a crease. What probably happened was when they were wrapping it, someone pressed it down. And unfortunately, when you do that, sometimes it does crack the decals if it's over a gap. AutoOwners.com, Truex Jr. Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense once again. This paint scheme to me is one of the most modern cup cars of the 2021 season because in a lot of ways it reminds you of the Kyle Busch Snickers car from years past where it's kind of all over the place, but in a good way. And I feel like that's what this paint scheme is, how yes, on both sides it's symmetrical, at least I think it is, but the hood design is very, it's very, I don't know, it's just very different. But to me, it actually looks really, really good. And I love to see more of these modern, just really nice paint schemes, you know. It's crazy how we went from paint schemes like this, which there's nothing wrong with the Steve Park 2002 Monte Carlo. But I just love it how paint schemes of the 2000s were just really simple, right? But they were beautiful. But I love some of these modern ones that they're simple and, you know, and all over the board, right? but they're just something extra to it that is just really cool, fellas. Let's go ahead and check out the box here, and we'll look at the car here, guys. Another thing that I really find that's funny about these Joe Gibbs Racing boxes, and I don't know if you've seen it, if you haven't picked up any of the new cars, you might not have noticed this, but for whatever reason, the Joe Gibbs Racing 2021 boxes have the limited edition adult collectible logo there. That logo, I believe, was only supposed to be on the metal chassis 164s. So it's really interesting to know that somehow, some way, these things got put onto the normal Gold Series 164s. I'm surprised they didn't check them. I'm surprised they did not remove them. My best guess is, since all these boxes are the same, they probably already produced all these Joe Gibbs Racing boxes. The only thing that's different is this little label here. So unfortunately, they didn't go back and change that. Is what it is. But that brings me to another point, is that every single 2021 car, Cup Series, right, every single one of them is going to get a metal chassis variant, which means every Kyle Larson paint scheme, every Truex paint scheme, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, you freaking name it, is going to get a metal chassis 164. I tell you what, if you get this car in the metal chassis 164, it might be the best metal chassis 164 you get the entire season, because it is going to look so good with the rubber wheels and the metal base to it. It's going to look fantastic, guys. So absolutely, I'm going to give this paint scheme, honestly, a 9.7. 9.7 out of 10, almost a 9.8. It is a fabulous freaking diecast, guys, and it's going to make a great addition to your collection. Of course, another one coming up very soon on the channel. We got the Christopher Bell Stanley Toyota Camry, the Joe Gibbs Racing piece here. And why not another Brad K diecast? The final Auto Trader ride for Brad Keselowski. Who knows if they're coming back in 2022? We'll have to see how that one shakes out. The hot button rumor is that Menards is actually going to be sponsoring Austin Cindric. So that means for the first time, I think ever, the number 2 Penske car is going to have a Menards livery on it. You know I'm hyped about that one. Can we get a Joey Logano Menards car as well? I would love to see it. Thank y'all so much for watching the video, of course. Make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it, guys. And make sure to stay tuned for more awesome diecast reviews. We've got some cool pieces like this. I know this one's a fan favorite. Absolutely 03 Ricky Craven. And this one's really weird here, guys. I don't know if this is a 2001 or a 2003. I did my research on it. These things are pretty much identical to both years, which is weird. But yeah, we'll be doing a review on those down the road. So have a great one, everybody. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And feel free to, let me know what y'all think about this card down below. Diecastbuffet, signing off.